Yo, Hassan, you're rich now. Why don't you give all your money away like a true leftist?
Hassan makes more money than me by a factor of a huge margin. You know that, right?
This could be true.
Hassan is the CEO.
This could be true, by the way.
What does that mean? This could be true. Dude, you make more money than most people in the world. You are a multi-millionaire. Probably tens of $1,000,000 to your name, and you want to still roleplay as like the voice of the common man, the voice of the working class. What a joke. It's just a LARP. He's LARPing for his audience, and no one is able to see through the smoke and mirrors. It's all a mirage.
No, I don't know if it's true or not, but it's not unlikely.
1%.
It's not unlikely that you're more rich than most people when you have, like I said, tens of $1,000,000.
Can't tell you that because if he does, then he loses the whole image.
But be more transparent with your income. Nobody needs that much. What are you doing with it? How do you support left-wing politics? Very practical with your money. First of all, I am one of the few people that literally shows you exactly what my sub count is. Okay.
Come on. Your sub count? That's not true. You're not one of the few people who does that. Anyone can see anyone's sub count. If you look up XQC sub count on Google, the first thing that will come up will show you his sub count. Dude, I'm really transparent about how much money I make because I put a little number on the screen that shows you how many subs I have. That's not private information. Everyone's sub count is public. Dude, come on. He enjoys more luxury goods than most rich people that I know, but still is grasping on to this LARP that he is a voice for the working class. You are not. You're not in any way. I've been flexed on more by Hassan than Mr. Beast. You know, there's that video of Hassan getting his 2022 Porsche out the lot. I know his chat has this meme where it's like, socialism is when no car, because, you know, sarcastically presenting the argument from the opposing side is supposed to invalidate it. But in reality, no one's saying you don't need to have a car or you don't need to have a toothbrush, but do you need the nicest car there is? Do you need the nicest house there is? Your politics say probably not, but capitalism says go for it. So in almost every single way, except personal identification, you are a capitalist. You know, life matters about action, not about what you call yourself. If you call yourself a pacifist and then you run over 10 people with your car, actions speak louder than words. If you call yourself a socialist and then buy a 2022 Porsche out the lot and a $3 million mansion in the hills, okay, I mean, you're not exactly the best socialist there is.
And the reason for that is this notion that, like, what are you doing with your money is dumb as fuck. It's the same exact reason why I don't do competitions within the community. There are people that see this as a line of attack. No matter what you do, no matter where you spend your money, no matter how you live your life, there are always detractors who use that against you as a talking point.
Okay, the reason why that happens is because you call yourself an anti-capitalist. You oppose the free market system that literally has given you everything that you have. So the irony in that is as clear as day. Do you understand? Like, there's a clip of Hassan where he is like, oh my god, Sniper Wolf has all this money, because he's reacting to a video of Sniper Wolf doing a house tour. And he's like, who needs this much money? Who needs a house this big? He's saying that as if he doesn't have a house equally as luxurious, equally as beautiful, and as expensive. His commentary on most things, it would sound to most people as if it's coming from the perspective of someone who is poor. And he does that on purpose. But like I keep saying, it is a LARP. He wakes up in the morning and pretends for however long he's streaming that his thoughts are being generated from the brain of someone who is middle class. But that's not even close to true.
And immediately people say, no, you're exploiting them. You're stealing their labor. You're a fucking piece of shit. No, you're literally stealing it. Now, the other side of this conversation is like, where could I be spending my money? It's not like I take lavish vacations for a month and then come back. I do this every single day.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, like the pure capitalist that you are. You work every day. You work hard to get your money. Irony check. But also, he's giving one example of a luxury spend that he's not engaging in. Well, I don't go on lavish vacations. Okay. It just so happens that when you have one of the nicest homes you can buy in the entire world, you don't really need to leave it. When you're living in paradise, you don't have to go to paradise. When you live in a $3 million mansion in Hollywood, you're living in vacation. You're living in lavish, okay? You don't need to leave the country. When your life is basically a vacation in every single way, when your job is streaming and you have a Porsche and you have a mansion and you have literally anything you want, you don't really need to go another place to experience true happiness. So, I don't know, man.
I literally do this every single day. Like, you see me from sun up to sun down, pretty much. So it's not like I'm, I live a secret double life where I am, blowing it all on mansions and am a slumlord secretly, low-key on the side. Like, you see me.
Well, yeah, you don't have to make money on the side when you're a multimillionaire who gets hundreds of thousands of dollars a month from streaming. This is a very bizarre point to make. It just so happens that when your primary source of income is this lucrative, you don't need to do something on the side to make more money. This point is very stupid. If anything, you're just saying that you're so successful and you're so rich that you don't need to do anything else to get more money. This doesn't prove anything.
And lastly, the reason why I don't like talking about donations overall or what I do specifically with the money overall is because, again, no matter what you do, it doesn't matter. It opens you up to a line of attack in complete bad faith.
It's not bad faith. You wear designer clothing. He has like $10,000 fits, is my point. And no one's saying that you can't own clothes, but do you need the nicest clothes? No one's saying you can't own a house, but do you need the nicest house? Do you need the nicest everything? If you want to get all these nice things, it would be best to be honest about the lifestyle that you engage in, the luxurious capitalist lifestyle that you indulge in out of role-playing for socialism, because all your donations are from people that actually want reform in the system, when all you're doing is making the system stronger. When you buy a $200,000 car, the middle class did not benefit. Are you planning on sharing that car with me? Are you planning on sharing that car with one of your fans? No. So, I don't know.
You are not giving enough, or, oh, you should be doing this with your money, because everyone else has a different take than you, and they are correct. Ultimately, I do make a very sizable amount of money, or at least did, and for the near future am. Okay, that might change, but I also think that it's incredibly performative too. Exactly. Like, to be like, look at my charitable givings. Look at how much I've donated.
He's saying I can't donate. He's saying I shouldn't give to charity because it looks performative. He's saying I shouldn't donate because if I donate, it'll look like I'm only donating to look good. Dude. A donation is a donation, okay? If you give $100,000 to a cancer research charity, maybe you're only doing it to look good, maybe you only want to seem optical, but at the end of the day, you still did give $100K to a cancer research charity. No one can take that away from you. No matter how much someone wants to say, well, he's only doing that to look good. Okay, but you did actually do something good. For your excuse to not give to charities because I don't want people to think I'm only doing it to look good, he's not going to do something good because he doesn't want people to think he's only doing it to look good.
Jeff Bezos is the most powerful person on this planet. He is basically a demigod. The amount of money that he has is so profound that he could, as an individual, and I rarely ever advocate for like individuals, redistributing their finances personally, and that's socialism. I've never said that.
Jeff Bezos is different. He has billions. I only have tens of millions. I can't do anything. You are still in the top 0.01% or something like that. Just because Jeff Bezos is in the top 0.00000000001% doesn't mean that you don't have insane power and leverage, okay?
And billionaires in general literally fall into a category where like their individual actions could move governments, could shift actual governments.
He's saying because he doesn't have the power to move the entire government GDP, that no donation that he could give to charity is worth it. You know, there are people who make a fraction of what you make who have done more charity work than you've ever done. It's ironic, right? Yeah, only this guy could find a way to construct an argument where donating is bad, where giving to charity is a bad thing. Unbelievable. Thank you for linking that clip. That was rough, bro. Whew.